Hey everybody, it's Katie here at Way for Life. I just wanted to wish everyone a happy new year. Can you believe we are already in 2020, a new decade, time for a fresh start for a lot of us. And it's really exciting to look at the beginning of a new year and the new decade to kind of get some new perspective and new goals for our lives. So I don't know if you're like me, you're looking at doing some vision boards, setting new goals. There's lots of popular things going around at the beginning of each year where people set their new goals and their new resolutions for the year. But here's the deal. 87% of Americans set a New Year's resolution. And unfortunately, already 50% of those people have given up by the end of January. That's not a great statistic. So where do we go wrong with that? Well, people normally set to-do goals instead of to-be goals. They set these big, long lists of things that they want to achieve over the next year. And for a lot of people, that can be really overwhelming. And they say, how we're going to tackle these goals is we're going to roll up our sleeves and we're going to give it everything we have. We're going to work harder. We're going to have the willpower it takes. And on January 1st, we truly believe we have all the willpower that we will need to make it through the year. But it's not that simple. And I'm sure you would agree, there have been years where you've been more successful at reaching your goals than others. But I wanted to share with you a couple of thoughts that I had. I'm a very reflective person. I love this time of year because it's really a chance for me to sit down and look at what happened last year, what I loved and what I didn't, and then what I'm going to change and improve moving forward. But not everybody's like that. So let me share a couple of things with you. Some reasons why I think people really struggle with goal setting and achieving their goals, particularly when it's set as New Year's resolutions, is number one, people set way too many goals. I'm sure you have seen on Facebook, people are setting, 20 goals for 2020. Some people approach it with their bucket list. Some people are doing vision boards for all the things that they can think of that they want to work on or do in 2020. And there's nothing wrong with any of those things to use as tools. But sometimes we get really overwhelmed with having too many things to do. And studies show we cannot efficiently multitask. We really can only do one thing at a time. So that's one area that we go wrong with when we're looking at resolutions and goal setting. The second thing is that people set due dates for their goals. Most of us have been taught we need to have a due date to be able to reach the goal. But what that leads to later on is if we haven't met our goal by a certain date, many people become discouraged and they give up. And instead of revising their timeline or their goal, they just give up and it's over with. So I want you to think about health and wellness is really a lifelong journey, and it encompasses so many things. Health and wellness doesn't just have to do with what you've put in your mouth. It's not just what you put in or what you don't put in. It's also how much you sleep, how much you've de-stressed your life, having a good work-life balance. It's about physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health. That's really what total wellness is about. And we have to think about that as a journey and a process that never ends. There's going to be highs and lows with that. If we assign a due date to a piece of our life that really is meant to be forever and on that journey, then we're going to be frustrated. So I personally actually don't set due date goals for myself. Now I have kind of mile markers, and we are a people who likes numbers and to be able to measure things. So measurement is important, but it's not the end all be all. So that's number two. That's the second thing that we kind of go wrong with when we're looking at goal setting. The third thing, and one of the most important things to think of when you're setting goals, is that it is important to have support people in your life that can hold you accountable and push you on those days when it's really difficult. So that's where a lot of people go wrong. We write down our goals and we get excited in January and we share them on Facebook, and then that's the last we hear about them. That's the last our friends hear about them. We need to have somebody in our corner who is aware of our goals and who challenges us. On those days when it's tough and we want to give up, that person is saying, you can do it. Maybe this is a rough day, but tomorrow is a new day and we can keep on going with this. So those are 3 areas that I really want you to think about in this month of January as we're looking at the next 12 months, the first year of this decade, as you're evaluating what your goals are for the year. Those are just some things to think about, some food for thought. Over the next 3 weeks here at Way for Life, your Moxifit coach is going to be working with you and helping you kind of figure out what your goals are. What will your approach be to finding your dreams and how we're going to achieve them? If we just write down a goal, but we have no plan, we're never going to reach it. It will always just be a dream. So your Moxifit coach is going to help you with that. Over the next 3 weeks, we have a few tools and resources where we're going to take that big, huge list, all those dreams that you have, whether it's the bucket list or the vision board or whatever that you've already started working on for some of you. We're going to help you take that and we're going to bring it in and we're going to focus on one particular area of your life. And the approach that I have taken for the last probably 15 years is to have a focus on really one area of my life. When we focus on one area, when we have kind of one word that is our mission and our passion for the year, it really helps us bring into focus our whole life. It helps us say yes to the right things and no to the wrong things. It really brings clarity, which in turn helps us de-stress. So when we know where we're going, it makes everything in life easier. So instead of focusing on the top 10 or the top 20, let's focus on one thing at a time. And once we have achieved that, we can move on from there. So this practice I have done, like I said, for 15 years. Personally, I have chosen one word every single year to kind of be my driving force. And I have learned so much about myself and about other people with using that approach. And I really feel passionate about it. If you want to read a fantastic quick read book, it's called One Word That'll Change Your Life. It's a 45-minute read, super fast, super amazing. I read it every December to get ready for January. But that one word for me this year, I've already chosen my word. My one word is deeper. I realized I wanted to go deeper with relationships, deeper with my family, my friends, my husband, my children, the people around me. I wanted to go deeper at work with helping our clients achieve their wellness goals, and wanting to go deeper with the Lord and my relationship with Him. So in every aspect of my life, I really felt the theme that was jumping off the page at me this year was the word deeper. And so that's what I will be focusing on in 2020. So I want to remind you, there are no false starts. There are no failures when it comes to wellness. Remember, this is a journey. So there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be hills and valleys. But if you understand that from the beginning, on those days that it's hard, you'll have that one word that will help you stay motivated. So let's start 2020 off strong. If you are a Moxifitter, we can't wait to see you in the clinic this week and next week. Your lifestyle coach will help you get on track and help you start choosing that one word for 2020. If you are new to Moxifit at Way for Life, we invite you to join us. It is never too late to get started because wellness is a journey, and you are worth every second you put in to this investment into your health. So I encourage you to give us a call. Our times are filling up fast here in January. So if you're looking to make a lifestyle change, this isn't about diet. This isn't about food. This is about total wellness. And that's what your Moxifit Lifestyle coach will help you work on throughout the year. So the last thing I will leave you with and invite you to is a little workshop that we're going to do on February 1st at 11 o'clock here at the clinic. My family and I, every year after we've all received our one word for the year, we do something special together. We write it down. We actually paint it usually on canvases, and that word sits in our house. It's displayed in our home so that every day we see that one word and we are reminded of where we're going. So that's what we're going to do together on February 1st. For those that are interested in doing that with us, we have our registration link on our Facebook page under the events tab, or you can just give us a call and we can sign you up for that. So space is limited, so please let us know if you'll be coming, and we look forward to helping you out in 2020. Guys, have a great day and take care.